Boom shakalaka, Bitcoin is gearing up for a huge event on or about July 11th. You definitely want to stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we're talking about how Bitcoin is gearing up for a huge event in about a week's time on July 11th. We're going to be discussing exactly what this means and what could potentially happen with Bitcoin. Before we get into it, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell, come join us over on Twitter at the Crypto Love. Push the like button. Let's get it to 1,000 likes. Now, today, Extreme Fear 14, up from yesterday, but pretty much in extreme fear for as long as I can remember. The entire market down 1.5% today. Bitcoin at 19,143, Ethereum at 1043, BNB at 215, XRP 31 cents, Cardano 44 cents, Solana $32, and Dogecoin 6 cents. And if you want to know the top coins today based on artificial intelligence and machine learning, they would be iExec RLC, 10 cent, Numeraire, API3, and OKB. And if you want to check out token metrics for yourself, there is a 1-week free trial. And this week, they have a 30% off discount by using that link down in the description. I should remind you, this is the time of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency cycles when they picked out Matic when it was 2 cents, when they picked out Helium when it was a fraction of its all-time high by using the code reviews. With your membership to Token Metrics, you get access to those code reviews, and then you too can know the best coins to have for the next bull run. Now, Bitcoin today was rejected off of this yellow line, the 200 weekly moving average, going back down, breaking below previous all-time highs of $20,000, headed back down to the 280 weekly moving average right now, about $17,832. But Bitcoin is gearing up for some crazy stuff. If you've noticed, if you take any time to look on Twitter, you'll notice the number of social media posts mentioning Bitcoin going to zero has exploded. Blood is in the streets, as Alessio Rastani points out here. Everybody's saying Bitcoin is going to zero. Buy price $5,000. When it hits zero, I will buy them all. And if you are still in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, pat yourself on the back because you have taken part in the biggest bear market that Bitcoin has ever experienced in its entire history. Bigger than the one in 2018 and also bigger than the one in 2015. But Bitcoin is gearing up for something that could be absolutely enormous. So if we take a look, this is from Velvet, Bitcoin on a silver plate. If you want to know the future, understand the past. If you understand Bitcoin, understand A. A is the first Bitcoin impulse wave, way back here, this blue line right there. Well, that was on 11/7/2010. Will we see the mirror fractal of the impulse on 7/11/2022? Possibly. Now, what's this thing with the Elon tweet? Well, if we take a look at Elon Musk's Twitter, he's got 7/11, 7/11, 7/11. We have 7/11 coming up in a week. Now, why is this important other than it just being part of this dinner plate fractal? Well, if we take a look here, based on the pi cycle bottom indicator, it is suggesting we will have a pi cycle bottom cross on July 9th, plus or minus a few days, which could potentially be July 11th, 7/11. If we take a look at the pi cycle bottom indicator, right here, we can see it called the bottom in 2015. It called the bottom in 2018. And like I said, it is gearing up for a cross on or about July 9th, possibly July 11th. Now, another thing that's very, very interesting about this 7/11/11/7 combo, if we take a look here, look at this. 11/7 was the absolute top right here. There we go. There we go. 11/7 was the absolute top. Could 7/11 be the absolute bottom? That's very, very interesting. But if we continue, we have things like this where Bitcoin is repeating fractals. That's just kind of crazy. Like this stuff, I don't think you can even make this stuff up, but maybe you can. I don't know. TechDev pointing out here, cycle, a complete series of occurrences that is repeated. When we take a look at the time period from 2010 to 2015 on a weekly chart, and we take a look at the time period from 2015 to present on a 3-week chart, well, if we take a look at the Bitcoin price versus dollar, looks pretty similar. If we take a look at the Chaikin money flow, looks pretty similar. If we take a look at the MFI, looks pretty similar. As a matter of fact, if we take a look at another chart, this is Bitcoin cycles once again, effectively a log scale approximation, compressing the second cycle by 3x. TradingView doesn't offer the log time frame. Alignment on log is another visual of the growth curve. Plot all curve on a line, but leave time linear, exploring log further. But if we take a look at how similar these things are, we have top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom. And then we have same thing with the Chaikin money flow and the money flow indicator MFI. So where does that leave us? Well, there's this chart here from Trading Shot that's saying, hey, there's an overlooked pattern and a bearish cross. We can see historically when we had this bearish cross happening between the one-day MA200 and the one-week MA100, the bottom was already in. We saw that back here in 2018, where basically we were in this trend where it was support, 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 broke through, support, support, and then we had that cross, and then it took off. Also, if we take a look at these indicators down here, pretty much same thing. We had a bottom right there and bottoming right here. Well, we can take a look to where we are right now and see the same exact setup occurring, almost exactly. We have that same cross going on. We have this trend channel where we have bottom, 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 breaks through, bottom, 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 potentially this next bottom coming up on the 11th. And even if we take a look at these indicators down here, again, same exact thing, suggesting that we might be headed for higher highs and higher lows. And I would say this is the one chart that you really need to consider if you need some perspective, because like I mentioned initially, everybody is screaming that the sky is falling. Now, these are the same people when Bitcoin was $60,000 plus saying that it's going up to $1 million immediately. So just remember who you're listening to and why you're listening to them. If we take a look at this chart from TA analyst Aurelian Ohayon, he says in the stock market since 1877, over 150 years, only 4 years have had a first half as bad as the current one. That's right. Out of about 150 years, only 4 have had first half of the year as bad as this one. Those years were 1877, 1932, 1962, 1970, and 2022. All of them had a positive second half. Conclusion, Bitcoin highly correlated to the stock market. The second half will be bullish. If we take a look at all these previous years, bad first half, good second half. 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 Guess what? Bad first half, likely a good second half. There's actually a 5 out of 6 chance that this will have a good second half. So that being said, things are looking better than some people might like to think, but we could have a very interesting event happening on 7/11. So that's all for today's episode. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. I will catch you guys later. Love you. Peace.